tell you that if a person in their community received immediate medical care, they would survive Ebola. That suggests that people believe in the medical system's ability to treat the disease.
The bad news story here is that a whopping 40% of Americans say they or someone in their immediate family is at risk from a disease that remains exceptionally rare in this country.
People are concerned that they or their family members could get sick with Ebola this coming year, in the next 12 months. It's hitting home. People feel personally at risk, and it's increased since the last time we did this poll in August.
The poll also found that people didn't discriminate between likely and unlikely routes of infection. 60% of those polled said it was very likely that they could get Ebola if someone with the disease coughed or sneezed on them. Transmission through a cough or sneeze is possible, but Dr. William Schaffner at the Vanderbilt Medical Center says there is no known case of Ebola being spread like that.
I think the public has received Ebola 101, but not Ebola 102. Those kinds of subtleties actually are pretty hard to communicate.
And that communication may be getting harder. The poll was taken shortly before news broke that 2 nurses got infected through unknown means in the Texas hospital that was treating Thomas Eric Duncan. And Steele Fisher says it's events like that, rather than carefully crafted public health messages, that drive public attitudes.
It's got to be more than words right now. The hospitals and the institutions of public health do need to show that they're prepared, that they are caring for people, that they have the resources needed, they have that technology.
And that is being put to the test in a big way right now after the false assurances that all hospitals are prepared to handle Ebola safely. Dr. Schaffner says what happened in that Texas hospital was ghastly.
But let me make a point. That's in the hospital. The public health community response is by the book and is going very well.
He hopes the public will be reassured once it's clear that the disease is not spreading among community contacts. Steele Fisher says this is a critical moment.
What happens the next few days or weeks really, is telling. I think that'll impact things a lot.
Richard Harris, NPR News.
It's All Things Considered. I'm Jen White. Michigan's new official unemployment rate is 7.2%, the lowest it's been in 6 years. That number is part of the state's final jobs report before the November election. And as we hear from Michigan Public Radio's Rick Pluta, politicians will use this number to argue about where Michigan's economic recovery stands.
As always, manufacturing is the dominant force in the state's economy.
That largely is a function of the health of the auto industry and the solid auto sales throughout the nation. That's really
Bruce Weaver is an economist with the State Bureau of Labor Market Information and Strategic Initiatives, who says manufacturing pulls along trucking, warehousing, and other economic sectors.
So when manufacturing is doing well, those industries tend to do well.
Manufacturing led the way as Michigan gained 33,000 new jobs since this time a year ago and helped reduce the state's jobless rate to 7.2%, which is getting close to where it was before the Great Recession. Certainly much of this year's campaign for governor has been a debate about the economy and jobs, and whether that success has been big enough and swift enough. And that includes last Sunday's debate between incumbent Republican Rick Snyder and Democratic challenger Mark Schott.
Job growth has been robust. We are one of the few states in the country that hasn't recovered all of the jobs lost.
It's really about creating middle-class jobs.
High wage, high skill, high growth economy. That is my goal as governor.
So the new Michigan jobs numbers will undoubtedly play a part in these final weeks of the campaign. But the unemployment rate is just one piece of the employment picture.
My name is Chris Emerson. I work at Mott Children's Hospital in Ann Arbor, part-time, and I'm looking for something more, full-time.
Emerson says he applies for 40 jobs a week sometimes, seeking full-time employment. His wife also works part-time as a nanny for 2 families, and she's trying to set up a practice as a doula.
It's a struggle, is what it is. We work as hard as we can, but when you're working part-time, you're not making enough to cover everything.
Emerson is 31. He has a 6-year-old son. He says he hasn't worked full-time since 2011. He hopes his prospects improve next year once he gets his bachelor's degree. Part-time workers like Emerson are not counted as part of the state's unemployment rate. Neither are unemployed people who've quit actively looking for jobs. Underemployed people and discouraged job seekers bring the rate to 14.2%. A lot of attention has been paid to the fact that Michigan
Huh? Chandraman. Ito kung ano makai tao na wag kayo like real roll like.
Yeah, it is. You're welcome.
May kay program naman.
Bingo ko.
Ticket Laura.
But I do know someone who is, so I could definitely give it to you.
Hi. Are you here for a Red Wings ticket? I'm selling Red Wings tickets.
Okay, wait for the...
Donation is recommended, but it's not required.
Oh, excuse me.
So that works.
Good job.
Thank you very much.
Hey, okay. In the front.
Exactly front will be no good. The state.
You have to go in there, middle.
Yeah, so like Friday. Very good. What you say here? This row? That's fine.
Para mapantol na nga dito na pala. Pag-ibigin na nga dito. Sorry.